With the 1.5 live stream, we were able to see HuoHuo at her max potential, or I guess I should say limited, because we don't know everything in her kit, but we will be talking about all the things that we do know and what this could do to impact a lot of different teams, a lot of different characters, and boost up some value for other characters that are coming out. Because yes, HuoHuo right now is pretty insane from what we've been looking at, and this doesn't entirely just shut out every single unit, being okay, HuoHuo came out, all these other characters are in the dust. While in the sustain role, yes, HuoHuo is going to be all the way up there in all honesty, because with all that she has in her kit, she has a little bit too much with, you know, her being able to support, her being able to sustain, her being able to do all these things for a group of allies instead of just a singular one, or it being RNG. She looks like an absolutely amazing character. So in this video today, we are going to be talking about all the things that she can possibly do, and also how much impact she's really going to bring into the meta that we have right now, and all the teams that we have, all the characters we have. It's just an insane amount of things that HuoHuo can do right now in terms of her skills and kits and all that type of stuff. So let's go ahead and start talking about it. So for HuoHuo, her normal attack, just a regular normal attack, really nice animation. But for her skill, we are already seeing some crazy stuff, because through her skill, we are going to be getting main target plus adjacent healing. So this is a targeted heal, which is a group heal, which is a really nice thing to have. And then with this being said, you also get these stacks from her talent, which allow you to heal passively out of turn when it comes to being on their ally starting turn, or it ends up being when they use an ultimate. Pretty easy conditions in all honesty. So just for popping your skill, you're already kind of getting a Luocha type heal, which is going to be absolutely amazing. Now the one similarity, or I guess you could say the one difference between Luocha and HuoHuo right now, is that for Luocha, he is entirely SP positive. He really doesn't need to ever use his manual heal, it'll just come out. He also has his field to help him once he gets those 2 stacks that he needs to pull it out, and boom, you have a full SP generator. Depending on how fast he is, depending on how many actions he's able to get out, he will always be giving you that skill point when it comes to your team. And you also get that buff stripping for your whole wave that you're fighting, so you don't have to worry about Mara Struck reviving or anything like that. Right now, as far as we know, HuoHuo doesn't have any type of way to stop an enemy from rezzing or for them having their buffs. That is only for Luocha at the current moment, as we know, and of course Pella. But today we are talking about the sustain units, and with that being said, that does set them apart. While HuoHuo does have to skill to eventually refresh her stacks, or to be able to get however many stacks that she has, and depending on how many gets used per heal and all that type of stuff, which I'm assuming it is going to be replenished pretty fast, because when you think about it, is going to activate every ult and every time your ally has a turn. So that ends up meaning that whenever she skills, she's going to be going through those stacks, she's going to be going through whatever she has in order to heal very quickly, just because of all the characters you have on the team. Especially if they're faster characters, I can easily see this becoming very skill point intensive, depending on when you skill for her. Now, you don't have to skill 100% of the time. I'm pretty sure there's going to be situations, as every healer for sure, like with Bailu, with Lings, like Natasha, where you're going to end up healing for one skill point on one round or one cycle, and then for the next couple cycles, you'll probably just be normal attacking and generating skill points. In all honesty, doesn't seem like a very bad character. In all honesty, with her SP usage, I'm pretty sure you will be using skill points every now and then, but she's going to be regenerating way more than she's going to end up using, in all honesty. And also looking at her ultimate, I'm just going to go ahead and say it, this is just going to open up so many different avenues for some crazy rotations and some crazy teams, because yes, she does give energy for the whole team and also gives attack, which, wow, people are saying for some reason that she puts Ting Yun out of a job, when honestly, why not just put both of them on the same team? I don't know why, when one character is able to do something a little bit better with having an energy regen plus attack plus healing, all that type of stuff, right? Why are we excluding Ting Yun and taking her out of a team when we can literally just put them both on the same team? Not only does Ting Yun have the same thing, you know, the attack buffing, it is going to be a little bit too much, but when you think about it, she also has the damage dealt buff as well. She has the benediction. She can get her own ult from HuoHuo as well, giving that ally that you're going to have a bunch of energy. They're going to be able to do some crazy things with their ult, and we're going to be talking about those characters right now. Specifically right now, what I want to talk about is Jingyu 1000%, just because this was the first character, and there's many characters that benefit from this, and I'll show you real quick. There's a lot of characters in this game that by far are going to benefit you having Ting Yun and HuoHuo out at the same exact time, because HuoHuo is going to allow you to have your sustain already there, and you're going to get attack, and you're going to get your energy already busted. You're going to get passive heal busted. There's a lot of really cool things that come with having her on the team, which makes her very high value off rip. We don't even know her traces, you know, the big nodes that are in the trace network. We don't even know what those does, especially when you get something crazy like how Fu Xuan was able to get healing and all that type of stuff from her trace nodes. Imagine what we get when we see HuoHuo and we get her trace network and what those nodes do. Absolutely insane. But thinking about Jingliu, already Ting Yun was one of her best partners for sure, because it allowed you in certain situations to be able to double ult with Jingliu in her form. Now with HuoHuo and Ting Yun, you can almost guarantee, no matter what, that you'll end up getting 5 attacks during form, which would be the 2 that you get normally, the ultimate that you get, the added stack you get, and you might even get the other ult with having HuoHuo, with having Ting Yun, and you're just gonna get so much energy back, so many damage buffs. You're just gonna overall do so much more damage and stay in that form for a little bit longer, which is the downside of Jingliu, which is when she's not in her form, she's gonna be doing that much damage because you're gonna lose the crit rate, you're gonna lose the damage buffs, you're gonna lose all that type of stuff when you're not in form. So being able to prolong it as much as you possibly can, boom, really strong unit. Another character that can really benefit from this for sure are newly Topaz and Numby. Topaz and Numby having more energy, especially if you want to put Ting Yun, especially if you want to have just HuoHuo as a sustain unit. This very much benefits them very highly because you want to keep Numby in his ultimate state because he's able to keep pushing himself forward no matter what you do. Normal attack, skill, ultimate, follow-up attack on the character with proof of debt. Having HuoHuo on the team is going to allow Topaz and Numby to get more energy and allow them to do more damage. Very good synergy with this character already. Himiko, I'm just gonna say this right now, I don't want to name every DPS in the game. I want to name the people who are gonna really love this, primarily because I could just literally say every DPS in the game. Having your ultimate more often because of having synergies with Ting Yun and with HuoHuo as the, I guess you say, main point, everybody can benefit from this 100%. Supports benefit from this 1000%. Having Asta, having other support characters that can get their ult more frequent, Pella or Herta, I don't know. There's so many different characters that benefit from this right now, but I'm just talking about what characters are going to be absolutely insane with this new synergy. Another character that a lot of people need to look at, Kafka and Jin Yuan, 1000%. Just because Kafka getting that Ting Yun buff is going to allow the attack to increase, is going to allow her energy to decrease, which gives her that AoE detonation. Same thing with HuoHuo. You're able to get the AoE detonation by giving her energy, making it a lot easier for Kafka to do a lot more damage, and her peers, because remember, you got Sampo, you got Luca, you got all these other characters that do dots and do really nice things with their ultimate, whether it be Sampo's full wave coverage or Luca's really big hit with his ult giving outgoing damage. Kafka's dot team is by far going to get a big boost from HuoHuo for sure, because you will be able to have more ultimate uptime, and also Jing Yuan as well. He's going to be able to get his stacks faster because not only will he be using his skill, but with HuoHuo, with Ting Yun, who's already his best partner, guess what? You're going to be allowed to do more ults in one, I guess you say, time before Lightning Lord hits, and boom, you're always going to end up possibly getting your 10 stacks no matter what, and lowering the requirement that you probably need to have for your speed, just because having Ting Yun, having HuoHuo, you're able to do double ult, which is going to give you some stacks, getting your skill that you would normally get for your Lightning Lord. You're basically going to be right there with getting the 10 stacks for Lightning Lord, and that's going to be just absolutely amazing when it comes to the synergy between these two and HuoHuo and Ting Yun. Of course, like I said already, all characters can benefit from this 1000%. Imagine Bronya with HuoHuo on the same team and giving her that crit damage buff that helps the whole team. That's just a bunch of AoE buffing, and it's absolutely insane. Another crazy thing for this, Sele. Being able to get your ult back faster with Ting Yun, who's already a really good partner with Sele for sure. Having HuoHuo on the team as well. Well, guess what? You're able to use your ultimate more. The ultimate hits like a freaking truck. So you're able to combo into Resurgence a lot more. And then lastly, for Imaginary, I don't even want to... I think this has crossed everyone's mind at this point. Dan Heng being able to ult more frequently is already a stupid answer to whatever content we're going to get. HuoHuo, Ting Yun with Dan Heng, you're basically just going to get your ultimate for free. You're basically going to get max skill points no matter what, because he will be popping it so much with HuoHuo, with however many energy she gives, with Ting Yun giving him energy, giving him buffs. So much stuff coming out of these two characters together, and just having HuoHuo as in a sustain. Characters like Dan Heng, characters like Sele, characters like Kafka, Jin Yuan, all these characters are going to boost up in damage. And I just don't see why this is necessary when a lot of the content in this game cannot handle these characters already with the characters we have now, like with Yukong, Ting Yun, Pella, Silverwolf. A lot of these characters can't really withstand the damage that we have now. What makes it think that we're going to be able to, what, get harder when it comes to having HuoHuo on the team with Ting Yun and just splashing the enemies down with all ults. I just think this right now is absolutely amazing for so many different teams. I think this can open up avenues for, I could say, more diverse teams, because you are spreading out the buffing with attack buffing for the whole team, energy buffing for the whole team. This can make for some really nice rotations in teams, and I am very excited for this. So right now, she looks like an absolutely amazing pickup, an absolutely amazing character in terms of value, how much she opens up for the game. But in all honesty, is it 100% necessary? Right now, I don't think, in my honest opinion, we need this much power for what the game offers right now. She is by far, no doubt, especially if you're a new player, really crazy pickup, a really good investment option. She's right there with Luocha and Fu Xuan, in my honest opinion. When it comes to survivability, I do think Fu Xuan might top off every one of these characters, but 1000% she is right there with Fu Xuan and Luocha in terms of value and investment and how much she adds to your account and your teams that you're gonna have in the future. She's definitely in those big three when it comes to the sustain units, by far. No questions asked, in all honesty. So other than that, thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end of the video. That is it for HuoHuo right now, or I hope I'm saying your name right. Let me know in the comments if I'm not, or if I've said it right and now I'm saying it wrong. I don't know. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end of the video. See you on the next one, and peace.